One of the Enron task force prosecutors wrote a book, and in his book he said, convicting Ken Lay and Jeff Skilling was critical. He said letting Lay and Skilling escape was just too costly. He said, my job was protect the government's shot at a guilty verdict that would stick. He admits that they viewed prosecutions as a game, and they're scored by the size and the quality of the cases that they indict and prosecute. He said, we accomplished our job through threats. He actually admits that they generated as much evidence as they could to try to get Ken Rice and Kevin Hannon to flip so that they could prosecute Jeff Skilling, or to use in the prosecution against Jeff Skilling. He said that the government always retains its right to tear up its agreement with a defendant. And if that happens, then the defendant can serve more time than he would otherwise serve. And he said this gives the defendant a huge incentive to make the government happy. He described the trial not as a truth, but a carefully tailored, strangely manipulated slice of reality. He also said a lack of moral perspective is an occupational hazard. That explains a lot of the activities that they undertook in the Enron prosecution or the Enron investigation. They didn't investigate people because they were going to prosecute them or investigate people to protect Americans from fraud. They threatened people and they actually prosecuted people, and they were just generally mean to people just to get them to flip and give evidence against whoever they saw as the next guy up the line. He admits that they felt that the end justified the means, and I think that people might consider what that really means. It means that anything that you do in order to attain your result is okay. And in this case, he describes that the end that they were after was the final conviction of Ken Lay and Jeff Skilling. Anybody who's interested in how the prosecutor's office really works probably ought to read this book.